Hi, I'm Ragga Eiríksdóttir. I'm a knitting instructor with Craftsy.com. Now I'm going to teach you how to splice your lopi yarn if you run out and you need to attach a new ball of yarn in the middle of your project. And by doing this, you will have less ends to weave in at the end. I'm working on the sleeve of a sweater here. I'm using Lopi Light and I'm almost out of yarn. I'm going to knit a couple of more stitches and then I'm going to bring in another ball of yarn and splice these ends together so I won't have to weave them in at the end of my project. So the first thing I need to do is to untwist the yarn a little bit. It's just slightly twisted, it's not hard to do this. And separate the two strands that make up the yarn. There they are. And I'm just going to untwist a few inches of this and make one of the ends shorter than the other. And I just want to pull the yarn apart to make the ends kind of go thinner towards the ends, like this. And then I'll take the new yarn that I'm going to be attaching to the old yarn. I do the same thing here. I untwist a few inches. And if you have to pull it apart, it's better to keep your hands wider apart. It's easier to pull the strands apart like that because the fibers are very long in lopi. So I pull this out and make sure that the other end is a little bit longer. Just going to make it a little bit thinner too. And now I've done the same thing with both of my ends. So one short and one long. So what I'm doing now is making the long end of one meet the short end of the other. I just lay them together, 2 inches, 3 inches maybe, and then I lick my fingers and rub. So all the fibers cling to one another, and I want to do the same with the other half of the yarn. So long end over short end, bit is bit, and then just rub. So now I have rolled both the strands together, and now I just want to make them cling to one another by rolling the whole thing together like this. Just a little bit of spit, don't need much. There. And then I continue knitting as if nothing happened. And I just knit gently across the place where the two ends meet. And when I am past that area, you won't even see where I did my splicing. If you'd like to learn more knitting techniques, check out my online class, The Top-Down Icelandic Sweater, on Craftsy.com. Bless, bless!